Hey everybody, my name is Markiplier, and today we're going to be playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
Why the fuck do you do this to me every single day?
just to fuck around.
So you fuck up with me every day, but the moment we start recording, I'm suddenly the bad guy. I'm no longer the straight man here.
Are you straight?
Fuck no. Have you seen me?
Yes. Anyway, um, this is a very late Thanksgiving episode. This is like when The Simpsons does a really late, uh, Halloween Treehouse of Horrors episode, basically. So you guys are getting the good shit late. Sorry. It's
Our apologies. In all honesty, everything about this Thanksgiving was fucking late. It took me 2 days to hang up the Christmas tree.
I bought my family a fucking pie, but they already had two pies and they didn't even touch my pie. But to be fair, I couldn't find any of the good pies, so I bought a blueberry pie.
I would
And
have eaten that
they,
fucking pie.
I never ate blueberry pie before. It was like a Dutch one. I don't know what that means. It was like, I just didn't like it.
I love pie in general. Blueberry fucks.
But anyway, what were you thankful for this year?
What I'm thankful for this year is, many things. For starters, I'm very thankful that so many games have flopped this year. I'm so very thankful that out of nowhere we had so many celebrities being outed as pedophiles. And last but not least, the AOC presidential candidacy for 2028.
Oh, that'd be great.
Imagine she just picks Bernie Sanders as vice president.
He like dies, but they keep his body anyway, so they can like literally do Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, and then the entire time they just get like Larry David to voice his decomposing corpse.
He would be a good look-alike for him in a movie.
He really would.
Well, something I'm thankful for is not friends or family or any of that gay shit. It's one of my favorite segments from a podcast. We're basically just ripping off at this point. And we're basically going to be literally ripping them off because I stole this bit from the 50th episode of Trash Rats because I want to read out to my co-host here, Rusty Cage's fake deleted tweets. Were these tweets he actually deleted, or were they fake submissions that Mumkey tweeted out because he thought they were really funny?
Okay, let's see.
Okay, here's the first one. Leave my boy EDP alone. I mean, that BBW probably was there for a watermelon flavored cupcake and bucket of chicken, and that big Amish motherfucker clearly did it because he a brother. Come on now.
That's Mumkey.
Oh no, that Mumkey didn't write the fake ones. He took in submissions, so it
Oh dear Jesus. Find it.
so
That's a submitted one.
that might be. I don't fucking know. It's all a toss up in the air. I wish I could have a poll on this. The
So
greatest piece of libel. The second one, my personal favorite, was Raggedy Ann a nappy-headed hoe?
that is 100% user submitted.
This is a great question. Is the doll Raggedy Ann black?
In all, she's ginger, but then again, doesn't stop the black women from having white woman hairstyles. So yeah, I
I've
like to
noticed
imagine she was.
a lot of black women like to dye their hair red nowadays. Is that because of sexy red? Is that who they're stealing from?
I've seen a bunch of black women with red hair
Yeah.
from like before then. I like to imagine that it's more of like a trend of a relatively harmless one.
Yeah, white women took the blue hair to show how like hostile they were to black people.
Oh my God, you're right. I want to thank blue-haired girls for inventing anonymous asexual.
Oh god. Here's the third one. Why the fuck my drug dealer wait until I downed a bottle of bourbon to text me back? Lamo, Good luck, Gainesville pedestrians.
That's trash rats.
Today I was cut off by this Asian lady and she stuck her pinky out at me, so I pulled up next to her car and this bitch is driving with her eyes closed. No wonder cut me off. People are so fucking dumb, it's sad.
Trash rats.
If you still get offended by anything, then you are sensitive little pussy faggot and need to grow thicker skin.
That sounds user submitted.
I remember this one. Supposedly, it was a deleted tweet from like Rusty's first account in like 2012. Supposedly. Anyway,
Alright, let's see.
have a glass of wine to celebrate grape culture.
Good God.
Rusty tweeted it out again when he heard it, so it's basically a real tweet now.
So real. It's basically the grapest sketch from Whitest Kids You Know.
I think that's what he's referencing.
In all honesty, the grapest is one of Trevor Moore's finest bits.
I remember showing Trevor Moore skits to my family, and they were just dying laughing. Like they could not handle the grapest.
I showed I showed my mom the fucking business intern one where the CEO just fires a mortar at the opposing company's building.
Oh man, I thought you were talking about the one with like the sniper rifle.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Oh, I guess I never saw the end of it. Damn it.
Um, Another favorite of ours was just that one really awkward conversation that some dude had with his friend from high school.
Oh, that's a gallon of PCP. Wow, I didn't know they stored it in that. Wow.
Wow, it's remarkable.
Tried joining ISIS, said I wanted to do a suicide mission. They gave me a cyanide pill, told me to have fun. Hashtag Muhammad Dangerfield.
User submitted.
Okay, this one is real. I remember this. Ha 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 at Susan Wojcicki. You goober, ha ha. You age restrict Christmas new song one more goddamn time, and I'll age restrict the entire staff of YouTube HQ to Kingdom Come. Hashtag stupid cunt. And I don't have it, but it came with a picture of Rusty Cage holding a machine gun.
That's beautifully unhinged.
he he apparently he tweeted it when he was at the fucking YouTube like festival thing.
God damn.
In this last one. I'm sorry, Simeon Jimmy, my love. I have mistreated you over the years. It was only a futile attempt to convey my love to you.
So real.
Sadly, Rusty Cage is probably gay because he's dead.
Real.
He can't sue us for libel.
To be fair, libel's written. This is more slander.
Anyway, let's talk about this dog shit that you wanted to talk about, the Telltale games, or as I like to call them, redundancies.
Okay, so in my opinion, Telltale Games is probably one of the worst things that ever happened to gaming.
I think I've played like a little bit of like that Minecraft one that they fucking made for some reason, and all I thought of was this is gonna be just way too expensive to make because all I'm thinking is there's gonna be a character that they want to get rid of, and you save them at the end of like an episode, and then they're at the start of the next episode, and they get bumped off anyway. Like that's what would fucking happen, right?
Don't mind her. Anyways, you continue. You
Oh
felt
no,
the.
that's all I had.
Oh, for real? Okay, so like in my personal goddamn opinion, there is one thing and one thing only that I truly love
Yeah.
about Telltale, and it's the fact that like it brought back point and click games back to the mainstream, but they made it so goddamn boring. The big issue with Telltale is the fact that they kept having to buy licenses for shit.
I mean, did they make any original stories?
None that I know. Their most well-known shits like The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, which wasn't original. It was based off of the DC comics.
I would give that one a little bit more leniency because that would at least be obscure.
Yeah, Fables wasn't that obscure at the time. But I get your
Mm.
point. Let's see here. They made a Game of Thrones one. They made Batman.
Oh wait, I remember a fucking scene some YouTube videos had about like the Game of Thrones where like you're as a character and you have to make a decision, but no matter what you do, you die anyway.
Yep. That describes Telltale perfectly. Their games just have no actual player choice.
They don't. Like if they did have any actual choice, they would cost like each episode would be like 60 fucking dollars.
Precisely. And so they chose for a more linear route, which works. Like for example, that route worked with Danganronpa. That route worked with like Ace Attorney. The issue Zero Escape has never done so well is because it costs more to fucking make.
Yeah, you can go like really in depth when the most of the gameplay is literally just fucking reading.
Which is another thing. Also, Telltale games are also much more involved. There's like animation, there's voice acting,
Because they're trying to be actual video games, but they're not. They're a
but
movie that you press the A button like every like 2 minutes.
it's more of a point and click game, but a really boring one. It makes you want to play it like a Tim Schafer game. Say what you will about Grim Fandango being a broken, buggy game, but at the same time, that game's funny as shit and really memorable. Oh, I remember. Telltale also made a Back to the Future game.
Oh yeah, they did do that.
I actually like that game.
Was it better than the one on the NES? I feel like that we should get AVGN to review it.
Yeah, that alone too. They got Christopher Lloyd for Doc Brown, and they also got a new actor for Marty, who actually sounds exactly like the young Marty.
How old is Christopher Lloyd, by the way? Like, he's just always been old.
He's in his like 70s to 80s.
Oh fuck! How old was he in Back to the Future? Was he just wearing like a lot of like prosthetics and shit?
Dude was in his 40s.
Oh, did he record those at like the end of the '80s, like the early '90s,
If I'm not mistaken, Back to the Future was like 1986.
1996? Jeez, oh, I am way off.
86.
Oh, '86.
What it would be one hell of a Mandela effect if it was recorded all the way in the fucking 90s. You expect Marty McFly to start like listening to like I don't know what's really obnoxious music that rebellious kids listen to like
Radiohead.
yeah, like Radiohead. He probably also is it's like no Oasis is awful. I listen to Blur instead.
Like fucking Nirvana. Like he's going back to the 50s dressed as a homeless man.
Yeah, he's going back to the 50s. He's gonna like, oh man, he's gonna invent rock and roll, and then he fucks his mom.
That's like the and all of a sudden he just gains like electrical powers and shit and he's sent back to the future to fucking like be friends with an autistic man.
Shockingly enough, that might as well have been the plot Back to the Future too, because his fucking high school bully became his gardener in a future timeline. And when he became a gardener, he just started fucking messing shit around, and just became a tyrant in a cyberpunk dystopia.
Yeah, he found like a the gardener, the bully dude, like found like a book of like all like the way sports games would be won, so he could like bet all of his money every single time and just started up a casino in the future.
In all honesty, that's not a bad idea.
It does make me wonder though, like how long that would last until like a butterfly effect would take over to where it starts becoming redundant. Or like, well, I guess like objects from different time periods when they're out of time can get altered and still work for some reason in
That
that
and
universe.
and another thing about Telltale that I also realized they were gonna make a Stranger Things game.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, could you imagine Telltale Stranger Things game? That shit would have been so fucking mediocre.
There is one. There is it's a phone game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But let's be real. Does anyone really count phone games as real games? Except
I,
Balatro and
if
Genshin.
it doesn't have microtransactions and it's just like an actual game, then yes.
Then I'd say Balatro is that and like Plague Inc.
I found some good ones. I think my favorite phone game was like Doom and Destiny, just because of how it's just the absurdity.
The only thing I know about Doom is the thing I know about Doom is the fact of the relentless amount of ports it has.
No, not Doom. Doom and Destiny. It was like an RPG game,
Oh, never
except
mind. I'm started.
you're playing as like four nerds that get isekai'd at the start of the game because in another world, some magician was about to do a virgin sacrifice to bring science into his world. But then it's literally the start of the game. The girl like starts talking. Um, Actually, I was feeling really nervous last night, so I like drank a little, and then it cuts to two scientists behind the wizard, and they're like, "Dude, I totally got pussy last night." No, really, me too. And then it explodes.
Good God.
That's how you open a story.
Um. God damn.
Literally having to fight evil tentacles in Japan.
I do want to check one thing about Telltale. Hold on.
Yes.
I want to see what games they were doing before they had to fucking cancel that shit.
Hmm.
Let me check. Okay. They did a lot of gambling games and just shovelware CSI games.
Okay, so they never made a real game. Got it. They never made a real game.
They did make the first Sam and Max game, and I fucking love that shit.
They did.
Yeah, they made a Wallace and Gromit game.
There's a Wallace and Gromit game.
On a real note, I fucking love Wallace and Gromit. That shit probably like goes really hand in hand.
Hmm. Probably.
Let's see here. A Monkey Island game,
Okay, that's better. That fits.
and it was apparently a pretty good game.
Mm-hmm. What was the last game they made? Like the absolute last.
Oh yeah, they also made Tales from the Borderlands, but nobody
Oh,
actually likes Borderlands.
I've never liked Borderlands. I tried playing like Borderlands 2 one time, and I don't know if I just picked like a bad character, but I just did not feel like the movement was right at all. I felt like I was tripping balls. Like everyone says it's a great game, and I just cannot enjoy this. I don't know what the fuck they're
The
talking
issue is
about.
that the character moves a bit too stiff and slow for my liking.
So it wasn't just me. Like that's just how the characters move in those games.
Yeah, I had to turn up my sensitivity.
Oh fuck! Like I don't even talk about like the sensitivity. I mean just walking.
Oh yeah, you're right. It felt really how do I say this? Really weird. And it's a feeling I don't get in like PS2 first person shooters either.
Huh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The last game they worked on was The Walking Dead the final season.
Well, clearly that's a fucking lie.
But now they're working on The Wolf Among Us 2.
They're still working on it?
Well, yeah, the studio got revived.
Oh, is anyone gonna buy it?
Probably. It's a pretty anticipated game considering The Wolf Among Us 1's fucks.
Oh man, I've never I've heard I remember hearing people like The Wolf Among Us, but man, this feels like an Avatar moment where I'm like, who played this shit or who watched Avatar?
I played The Wolf Among Us. It's a pretty unpopular game to begin with.
Oh yeah, this is reminding me of something I heard about. Did you hear Ubisoft made an Avatar game about the blue people?
Oh yeah, I have.
And like, since no one plays or buys the fucking game anyway, and no one gives a shit, it took a long time for people to notice that it literally rips people off because if you buy the normal version of the game, it literally will not let you play it until you go out and buy the DLC for it.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. It's the most dickish thing I've ever seen Ubisoft do. And no one cared because no one bought the fucking game.
My favorite dickish thing that Ubisoft has ever truly done was like oh my fuck. Oh
There's
yeah.
a there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. I have to think about this one. Let me think. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Oh, I just remembered. Okay. Canceling Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Patriots.
I've never heard of this, but I would assume that would be fucking terrible.
For example, imagine this, a first-person tactical shooter that looked gorgeous, had a
Yes.
had a really good premise, and it was part of a really well acclaimed and established series that everyone adored. And guess what they canceled it for?
Oh wait, pause. I need to think about this. Was it Shadows?
Nope.
Hmm. Was it Black Flag?
Nope.
Was it an AC game?
Nope.
Was it The Division?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh.
They canceled one of the most promising games they've ever had announced and lined up for Rainbow Six Siege.
Feels like not that bad of a trade-off.
And it gets even worse. The game when it was when Siege was revealed, it looked worse than Patriots.
So this was the Siege's equivalent of Watch Dogs 1's trailer.
Yes. Except I think more people were sad about Patriots getting canceled.
Yeah.
I love Tom Clancy so fucking much.
Tom Clancy's gonna get it.
Tom Clancy's gonna get it, bub. Ah. I still can't believe that this is what makes you laugh.
It just kills me now.
Oh yeah, I
Oh yeah.
forgot Ubisoft has a fucking movie and TV studio.
Oh yeah. I When I bought the Ezio collection, I was so confused because I was thinking like, I thought it was 3 games. There's fucking 5, but no, it was just the 2 movies they made for it, like the short films or whatever.
Yep, one was a promo for two. The other one was just like, hey there, you wanted to see how Ezio goes out? Fuck you, pay money for this one, and it's a movie.
I didn't bother watching them. Is it like a full like hour 30 minutes or some shit?
24 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's bearable.
Yeah, it's bearable at least. Although it does make the one cardinal sin.
What?
Not only can I not play it, but the main character besides Ezio is a literal Chinese assassin that hangs people
Why is that a cardinal sin?
because her hidden blade was in her fucking boot. She literally kicked people to death and stabbed them alongside.
That sounds badass. Why?
Damn right, it's badass, and they relegated her to some spin-off game that no one actually fucking played.
They made 3 of those spin-off games. And I remember like the Chinese one was the worst one, then the one in India was better, and then the one set in like Russia was the best.
And the fact that these are in actual explorable settings is a fucking crime.
If they I remember like the Russian one is like set in like black and white, and like things that are important were being more like stylistically highlighted. Like I would
Like
fucking love a more like cartoonish Assassin's Creed game with like that's like much more styled. Like that'd be awesome.
none of that, but the setting for the third game was honestly the one thing I would love seeing the most in an AC game. The literal
Yeah,
October Revolution.
like that would be like that'd be like crazy interesting, but no. No.
No, we can't have that.
The one time we make
Imagine ramming into Bolsheviks. Imagine shooting a Bolshevik. And to make things worse, they're planning to make a Assassin's Creed series for net on Netflix.
Let's be honest, that is not one of their worst ideas. That is it's on the list, but it's not that high up really.
Yeah, the issue, however, is that if this was an animated series, I'd give this to Amazon because they have a pretty good track record with that so far.
Yes.
If it was a live action, I'd give it to like HBO, considering they actually look like they give a shit about like the quality of the set design.
Yes.
But Netflix?
Hmm.
Fuck that. Give it to Tubi.
Okay, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Imagine a Tubi produced Assassin's Creed movies. The fucking weapons are just like Five Below foam swords.
I'm just imagining like 5 black guys with like a really expensive Apple phone that they're using as the camera trying to figure out how to make a fucking hidden blade work.
I really want to fucking do that.
That would be that would oh man, if we had any fans, I would love to have a short film contest of who who can make the most ghetto like the Assassin's Creed equivalent to the Black Dynamite movie.
Imagine, oh, Black Dynamite Assassin's Creed sounds awesome, but you know, Ubisoft is never gonna fucking do that.
Like just set one in like the 70s and let's see some pimps and shit. Just make Mafia 3 but Assassin's Creed. God damn it.
Hell yeah, have Michael Jackson be a fucking Templar. Have him moonwalk on your fucking corpse.
We need more video games and shit set in New Orleans. Like, man, why is that location not taken more advantage of?
Because, well, to be fair, we had Mafia 3 and Infamous 2.
Oh, Infamous 2 is set in New Orleans?
Well, fake New Orleans, but let's be real, it is
Oh,
New Orleans. There's fucking
Hurricane
swamps. There's fucking
Halen.
swamps and Haitians
Oh no.
and swamp monsters and the only interesting antagonist in the game is a literal old kook white man that turns into a monster. And he got these powers by genociding a local black village.
Sounds about right.
And in the game you have to choose between your Haitian voodoo girlfriend and your literal ice cold veins Chinese girlfriend. The Haitian voodoo girlfriend is the most interesting one.
She's the bad ending?
Yep, she's somehow the bad ending, and Quo is also the good ending. Quo is the bad ending. Nyx is a good ending.
I don't know their names though. Yeah, all I know them
Nyx
as
is
Chinese
Nyx,
bitch and Haitian bitch.
Haitian bitch good, Chinese bitch bad.
Oh, okay, so we do get the hot black Africa can queen at the end of this. Nice.
No, she dies in both endings.
God damn it. Well, I guess we're going for the Chinese bitch.
The issue is the Chinese bitch has the worst move set because you also absorb her powers at some point in the game. And to make things worse, why would you want to be the ice person with Nyx, the Haitian bitch, has napalm powers?
You'd think the good ending would be the one where you get the ability that isn't as like violent, like burning everything alive, not just freezing them in their tracks. You
No, here's the thing. Infamous 2's karma system is so bad. Here, let me explain why. The Haitian voodoo girlfriend throughout the game until the ending is the evil route. Nyx, not Nyx,
what?
Whoa, ice cold veins Asian woman is the good part. She turns evil at the end of the game, and Nyx becomes good out of nowhere.
What the fuck? This sounds like the series ended on a bad note.
Well, the second game actually and ended just perfectly, and then Second Son came out and ruined all that.
Damn it. It can never go well.
Where a Native American is voiced by Troy Baker.
Oh yeah. An infamous and prototype crossover was canceled to make Concord.
Beautiful. Imagine Alex. Okay, so who do you think would win, Alex Mercer or Cole McGrath?
I never played Infamous or Prototype, but I'm just thinking, does he just have like lightning powers? Is that like the first dude or whatever?
The first dude, he just has lightning powers, but in Infamous, you can either get napalm or ice. But in two, he has a lot more in his arsenal. He has a fucking electric grappling hook. He has a bullet shield. He can fucking spawn tornadoes.
Well, I don't know how to compare this since I never played either of
And
them.
oh, and to describe Prototype, imagine Tokyo Ghoul but cool.
I never watched Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay, fine. Have you seen Parasite? I'm explaining shit and nothing is
I've
sticking.
seen I've seen screenshots of Prototype on the Xbox store. Is it like biological powers? Like he
Yes.
make swords out of his arms and shit?
Yeah, for example, you can use a shield, you can use tendrils on people, you can get a whip blade that fucking whips people to death and hacks them to death. The way to describe Prototype is it's a game where you mindlessly kill people while listening to Linkin Park or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give this to Infamous Son because I cannot take Linkin Park seriously. I'm sorry. Like
Fine then,
Cyrax has ruined them for me.
instead of Linkin Park, how about I don't know, Breaking Benjamin? You just start blasting you from Phobia album while you just while you just tear into random civilians and government workers.
2007 Edge Lord the game.
Imagine, and I would have laughed my ass off if the ending theme was just like, "What I've done, I face myself."
Is that the song that fucking Transformers ends with? Like the one that started like the meme?
Yes,
Okay. The Greatest Choice by Michael Bay.
Michael Bay's greatest sin is never being appreciated for his CGI.
No, his greatest sin is not being appreciated for no pain and no gain.
His greatest sin is not being appreciated for turning Pearl Harbor into anti-Japanese propaganda. Well, more so.
We need more of that. Oh yeah, I'm remembering like the Transformers movie that didn't have Shia LaBeouf but brought in like Mark Wahlberg, where they made his daughter like underage, and her boyfriend literally pulls out from his wallet like a copy of like the Romeo and Juliet Texas law, where it's The girl's like 17, he's like 20 something, and Mark Wahlberg being badass redneck dad. He's like, "Why the fuck are you dating my daughter? We started dating in high school, totally legal, even though she's underage." And it's like, "You're 24. How old were you when you started dating her?" Why do you have that on hand?
Why do you have this on hand? Why do you just memorize this?
He literally pulls out the paper from his wallet and shows it to the camera.
Shows it to the camera. Do you think Onision and Machine Gun Kelly were clapping when they saw that scene?
Oh yeah. It was like a pair of seals. Oh wait, what did Machine Gun Kelly do?
He said, I'm not gonna wait for Kylie Jenner to turn 18. I'm going for it. Well, he was in his like mid-20s.
Well, that's not that bad. I don't know what song it is, but I keep seeing it on fucking Instagram where some dude's like, "Hey Miley Cyrus, holla at me in 3 years. I don't
In about
discriminate."
3 years, holla at me, Miley Cyrus. I don't discriminate. No, not at all. Kit Kat a midget, is that ass off? I break it off. I exchange V cards with the retards, and I get behind a Christian like Dior. That's such a good fucking line. Here's the issue. The first three bars are fucking horrible, but then he says, I get behind a Christian like Dior. And like, that's decent wordplay. Did you have to say that you wanted to exchange V cards with like Down syndrome girls? Do you want your women looking like Cyrax or some shit?
Okay, all I'm thinking is, okay, the first lyric is bad. The second part where he says he's gonna fuck some fat ass midgets, that's better. That could just be a funny part. The retard part is like, okay, I don't know if some of these women can even consent. I don't think they should be able to, frankly. Some of them.
Are you telling me you wouldn't fuck retards?
No.
You wouldn't have one screaming?
No.
Imagine fucking her and she like moans like Gollum.
Look,
They just
I
sound like
can't.
Gollum when Sam puts the fucking fish in the
Oh
in the
God.
pot.
Look, I just. Oh my God, your fucking impressions are ridiculous. Like Jesus Christ.
What do you mean?
That's the most that's like the best Gollum noise I've ever heard. Please stop doing that.
It ruins it.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's also that Rick Ross lyric, I think on Instagram I
Put
saw that
Molly
was
all
like,
in her champagne. She ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that. She ain't even know it. He
like
lost his
these are
fucking he lost his Reeboks deal for that.
he literally mentions a Reebok deal before that
I
lyric.
died for these Reeboks. That's right. I put Molly all in her champagne. She ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that. Did no one in the studio think, you know what? This sounds awful. Don't write this shit. And in fact, why are you writing this in?
I'm just like, how the fuck is any of this getting through? Reeboks is getting it, bub.
Reebok's getting it, bub.
Their advertising agency is fucked.
Their advertising agency is not only screwed. Hell, who the fuck is like doing their advertisement? Who's getting these advertisements for them?
I mean, getting a rapper for a pair of shoes just fits so perfectly. The problem is, they had to get the one rapper that would immediately put a lyric about raping a woman right after the sponsorship.
Yeah, like for example, if you gave a shoe deal to like, I don't know, Kanye West, he'll probably make that shit sell well. Yeah, I know
Listen,
Kanye already had merchandise, but still, you get what I mean.
like, just imagine Kanye walking up to you. He does like a Hail Hitler, like clicks his feet together, however the fuck they did it, and he's like, "Hey, those shoes you wearing, Looks like you got them from that fucking museum in DC. Let me get you my new pair.
And it especially collaborated with Hugo Boss.
Rick Ross would die for my shoes and some Molly.
He would put Molly in Ava Braun's champagne, and she wouldn't even know it. Now imagine Rick Ross is like a concentration camp guard. He's just fucking slipping Molly in like the prisoners' drinks.
He like he knows he's about to get fired, so just as one last chance to get as much pussy as he can, he just takes like 12 honey packets and just switches out like the lethal gas for the gas chambers with just like some knockout gas.
That this fucking P Diddy ass torture method.
I mean, they ain't even gonna know it. They
They ain't gonna know it. I like to imagine that he got the same knockout drugs from like Josef Mengel's lab or some shit that he would use for like the fucking twins.
the gas that doesn't even work.
Okay, but we need another racist in terms of you know what? Imagine Kanye West doing a collaboration with like the Imperial Japanese Army.
Listen, I like these shoes.
I like these shoes, but these look a little bit Chinese to me. Wear these wooden sandals. They're comfortable, they're humble, and they look good on you. And they make you look real, unlike Nanjing.
Listen, these shoes, they've helped me got some Korean comfort women.
Oh
Like
god.
that Johnny Somali dude. They've helped me get mad pussy.
We're going to fucking hell for that one specifically.
Oh, we're not going to hell. Johnny's going to prison though. He's fucked.
Yeah, he decides to twerk on a statue of comfort women in South Korea. If there's one thing that there's if there's one now South Korean men are beautiful at beating women.
Oh
They
god.
they don't like it when Japanese men do it.
They especially don't like it when one of those other people do it.
Yeah, they don't like it when blacks do it either.
Oh god.
They'd rather it be a Japanese person because they at least look similar.
Can't even tell the difference.
You can tell the difference. It just depends. One has a more soulless look in the eyes, while the other one just looks alcoholic.
Oh god. Oh. You think he's actually gonna go to prison there for a long time? That's what I'm hoping for. To like finally like stop these live streamers that are going around fucking shit up.
Considering it's South Korea, they're 100% going to. He's not fucking Logan Paul. He's some fucking kick streamer.
You think like Trump's gonna like pussyfoot about it and like, okay, Korea, we're gonna do an exchange. We're gonna give you Brittany Griner for Johnny Somali. We're giving her back.
Okay, South Korea, think about it. This is gonna be a huge deal. Think about it.
Look,
We'll
we'll
take
pay
it.
you back with another comfort woman, but this time one of ours.
That's right, Melania, get over here. Get Ivanka too. She's beautiful.
I
Downright
need
better than those comfort women.
I need you guys to show these men what you learned down south. And what they learned down south was very good. I really enjoyed it.
We're fucking going to hell.
There is, thanks to denial, hell doesn't exist.
So real. You become agnostic.
The way I see it is, if God is real, we need to kill him. Like, no, don't worship him. He caused the whole fucking problem to begin with. This is his fault. He started it, motherfucker. I've literally had this argument with like a Freemason at work. It's the funniest shit.
I forget Freemasons exist.
Yeah, he has like a ring for them that he wears on like a necklace. I guess because like just safety reasons.
That's the most douchey and also most impractical way of wearing a ring ever. Why not put it on your hand?
Because if he's wearing a glove over it, it could get degloved.
And he'd rather use a necklace, which is even more easy to pickpocket than it being on your ring finger.
Who the fuck's gonna who's gonna steal a fucking Freemason ring? What?
Some crackhead probably.
I don't live in the ghetto. You keep forgetting this. I don't
Ohio
live.
is the ghetto.
No, Cleveland is the ghetto. Akron has a goblin infestation.
I'll have you know that goblin has brought laughter and joy to all of us.
Oh, yeah, we are so off topic from anything I brought up when texting you about topics, but this is another thing I've got to talk about. It's one of my new favorite body cam footages where like Cyrax and Co. They're only at like the beginning of it and the cops are already leaving. It's like 2 in the morning or some shit. And the cops like start harassing and pull over this fucking dude on a bike that like was driving around the block who was going to like his some kind of like engineering class job or something like that. And I think that what the cops were hoping for was, oh my god, if this guy is one of Chance's trolls, we rough him up a bit, throw him in the county jail, and we'll finally end this. Well, maybe this will make the trolls leave this little pedophile retard alone. This might finally end our problems. But no, just some random dude that wanted to see what was going on.
Do you think they just like start crying every time they had to go to his address?
I think they probably did, but since they use him as like a hazing tool for new cops that come in there, I it's just a constant series of new cops being like, what do you mean 7 years? Slow down. William Glory Hole? How the fuck are you meeting these people?
And then there's just Cyrax acting like the goblin he is going.
It's oh god, one of my new favorite Raxisms is he'll Ed will also be out on the porch, usually shirtless, and Cyrax will say something and say, "Ain't that right, Ed? Like that's about when I did that, like whatever it was." And he'll just be like, "I don't fucking know. I wasn't here then, Chance. I wasn't." And he'll keep saying things where it's like, "Cyrax, this is your own like lore." Like
How are you forgetting this already?
how do you not remember your own social security number? You're 35. Like he literally has to go inside and ask his like grandma what it is. Just what the fuck? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to process that.
Take all the time you need. I'm trying to think what else. Like some drone dropped off a glass jar, and on the lid in the container that broke, it's a picture of Chance with the writing "Will diddle for free." And the female cop, it was like a new one, brings it up to Chance and is like, "Do you know why they said this?" "No, I don't know at all." And all that's going through my head is just like like the funniest moments montage of Cyrex being called a pedophile and freaking out.
I still love the one where Chance gets the shit beaten out of him.
When it comes close to Christmas, there's a fucking video, and this will probably be the first time I would I would actually want to show a video on the podcast to you. It's my favorite Cyrax video that I've ever seen. It's like the best one. It's set around Christmas. It's like a true classic. Gonna have a watch party. It's the Cyrax Christmas video and 8 Crazy Nights. The best double feature in the fucking world.
You
Yes.
know, I remember that reminds me. I remember when Chris Chan was like about to fight someone,
Yeah.
like back in the day, and apparently he got so fucking scared he hid it in like his laundry basket or something.
And he shit himself.
Yeah, and then he shit himself.
He's always had like bad like constipation issues for some reason. I just chalk it up to his diet.
His shit is probably like viscous or something.
Ooh. Man. I wonder how much worse it is now. Or maybe it's improved since maybe he eats a little healthier.
Well, yeah, I imagine when he was in like the fucking mental hospital.
He lost like a good bit of weight just because they weren't allowing him to eat dog shit constantly and soda.
It was a beautiful ordeal, I'll have you know.
Him raping his mom was like literally the best thing that ever happened to them.
It made him more humane.
It made him richer. He's getting fly bitches now out of fucking Finland. He's getting pussy worldwide now because of him raping his mother.
He,
This is like the complete opposite of Oedipus, where like he cuts his eyes out and like learns a painful lesson and wanders the world in search of some kind of mercy or judgment. No, Chris Chris turned into fucking Pitbull. He turned into Mr. Worldwide.
Chris is just fucking Chris is just going ham on it right now.
I put Fanta all up in her champagne. She ain't even know it. I took her back to Branch Land. She ain't even know it.
It's beautiful.
Oh my god. Just that poor old woman is dying alone in that house. Meanwhile, Chris is just going all over the fucking world doing God knows what. Hypothetically having children.
I can see it now. Chris has like 6 different families now.
They're
He's
all of the
avoiding
kids.
tax support. The tugboat is barely paying for it.
All of the kids are like perfectly normal and healthy. Like they're like that's gonna be the fucking irony out of all of it. If he ever has a kid, it comes out like perfectly healthy and rational. He apparently Chris came out and said that Flutter's not actually pregnant. So sadly,
So
um,
sadly, we cannot have a new punching bag in the future.
I don't think anyone would fucking punching bag that kid. I think everyone just unanimously agrees to just call the fuck out of CPS until that kid is rescued. Like
One,
no
since
one
when
would.
does CPS do anything? They're like the fucking cops, but for childcare. They just arrive like 40 minutes after the kid is found dead, starving in a closet. B, I'll have you know that there are at least a few assholes that would remember the idea, guys.
Oh, like the idea guys would like kidnap Chris's kid. Like that's something they do.
I mean, why not? If I feel like Isabel Loretta Janke will probably just like try grooming the fucking kid.
Oh. Oh no.
Did you
Oh,
forget how awful a lot of Chris's trolls became after Bob died?
it's not that that's the part I'm forgetting. It's just more like I didn't even think that Loretta, like Isabel, could even like there's any way she could come back into it. Like wait for Chris's kid to grow up, and then she's like a milf and try to fucking seduce him or some shit.
She'll become like an English teacher.
Oh no. Oh no. She fucking grooms him into like the next CIA groomed school shooter. Like that's how it all goes down.
Yeah, why not? Her dad's already a fucking fad.
If Trump releases some documents and it confirms that like the feds are grooming like autistic retards on 4chan to shoot up schools, like do all of the parents from all of those schools and other mass shootings can they sue? Like can
Imagine your kid goes to the same school as Chris's kid. In fact, I'm willing to bet that Chris's kid is fucking horrific.
No, I'm still holding out hope that kid somehow comes out normal.
I like to imagine. Could you imagine if it turns out that Flutter's genes fucked the kid up?
I mean, Chris still has Bob's genetics in him. He's still got something good in there,
Yeah,
something like intelligible.
yeah. For example, Bob. Bob has like a patent or two apparently.
Yeah,
Bob.
he was in the military as like a radio installer in Korea. He had like a master's degree or some shit, and he made like some patents for some tech at like General Motors or General Electric, I think.
And when he was in his 50s, he was still getting some. So
Yeah, Bob seemed to be like the most rational person within the clan, so to speak.
it's beautiful.
No, no, it's the ugliest story that needs to be told to more people, so they must hear the tale of Chris Chan's life. When is there going to be like a novelization of Chris's life? That's when I want to know. Like that would be the best fucking book. Oh god, imagine like a book banning event and there's like a bunch of like redneck parents arguing with like a public school and they start like reading out segments of Chris Chan's novel, like his biography.
Yeah, and then they begin reading out the early chapters of Sonichu, and then out of nowhere, and then there's like a whole video file that's just like 30 hours of Chris's low failures and fumbles, like the Ivy stuff, the 9/11 joke, the
My
Blue
mother.
Spike segment, the Jule video,
Julie.
the one in the kitchen where Bob walks in.
I'm cutting it down right now. I'm cutting
In
it
my
down right now.
personal favorite, the blackface episode.
Oh yeah. Trump, look, how dare you insult Chris Chan? He's a proud Canadian, you motherfucker.
And then that one video where you hear Bob dying in the background.
Oh no, I didn't hear about that. What was that? What happens in that one?
Apparently, Bob was covered in fucking bug bites, and dude was just and dude you can hear him just like groaning in the background while
Oh, I
Chris
know
tries
that's
to
how he.
ignore it.
Oh, I know that's how he died. Fuck. Oh my god, there's like a video of like his final moments.
No, not his final moments. This was like a few months before he died.
Oh god. He didn't think to fucking move his body.
Exact. And also, I just realized something. I still remember the whole black box call with Chris after Bob died.
I never heard those though. I heard they were like really bad.
They've never been released, but apparently, according to the trolls, they felt really fucking bad for Chris and just decided to like not release it.
I I can see why. He's like just in terrible pain because like the only man he's ever respected in his life died. Like that's not like a moment to make fun of. That's like the most human part of the whole story. Like a man lost his father.
And then it feels human. You begin feeling bad for Chris, and then the trans arc happens, and then you remember that like a year later he would make the unclit.
Oh, that was a year later, just a year? Damn.
Bob, Chris's descent into gender dysphoria might be the best evidence against transgender rights ever.
I would argue that's probably more of an argument for like retards can't be allowed to get like a sex change because we can't tell if they're smart enough to understand what gender dysphoria even is. Like imagine some super fucked up kid with Down syndrome, like a really bad version of it, and they're trying to tell him, "Okay, Timmy, you got to dilate this hole like every fucking day with some lube jelly. Figure it the fuck out, kid. figure it
Figure it
out."
out, bub. Imagine the person doing your bottom surgery is only use me blade.
He's
Start
using a
dilating
bottle.
it, bub.
He's using a bottle of Jaeger to try and determine like how wide the hole has to be.
Yeah. And then out of nowhere, you just see his like ex-girlfriend just staring longingly while just watching the whole thing, looking like Shelley Duvall after The Shining take.
He puts like the wrong end of the bottle up there for at first. Oh god. Mom, mom, Beck didn't steal your HRT pills, right? No, Brian, she didn't. See, that's right, guys. I think she stole my HRT patches. God fucking damn it, Dad.
Could you imagine DSP being trans and just like using that for donations?
Oh my god, that'd be the funniest shit.
What the what the fuck? Hey
Look,
guys, where's my estradiol?
I don't think I can do a DSP impression. I gotta think of how to sound like him.
You have to sound really nasally. But here's the issue: DSP just sounds like an actual dweeb.
I can't do his voice. Like the best I can do for some people is just their cadence. I just can't fucking copy him. All right, guys, look, we're making some fun, positive content today. I really need you guys to bring in the money because we're really struggling right now. I can't afford my HRT pills. I've had to melt down the plastic bags that came in to make new HRT pills because I can't afford them right now because of the Trump economy. I really need the donations, guys. I really need the HR. I really need the titty pills. Okay, I
And I promise you that these are not going. And I promise you that these are not going to go to the WWE Gotcha thing. Okay.
spending spending 80K on a fucking phone game is the most wild shit I've ever heard. That's enough to buy a house. Like a repairable house. Like a small one. Like fuck.
It's not to buy yourself a nice small repairable house in Wyoming.
Hey, they got internet out there. It's not like the fucking Phil has to drive anywhere anyway. Fuck, it'd be perfect for him. Oh man. I'm trying to think what this is reminding me of. Oh yeah, can you imagine him doing like a donation goal thing where like, okay guys, if you donate enough money, I'll take the HRT pills on stream again.
Okay,
He just
guys.
like
Okay, guys. If you donate $100, I will show off the results of 4 weeks of estrogen.
I will make the unclit at $10,000.
Real. Also, guess what?
What?
Trump nominated an Indian to serve as FBI director.
Oh hell yeah.
A true Aryan has joined the White House.
Pakistan's so fucked right now. Indians are becoming like the next Jewish people in politics, as crazy as that fucking sounds. Like, they're gonna be the ones that people are like paranoid of in the future, as crazy as that fucking sounds.
They're Jews, but with good food.
I don't know.
Dude,
Hmm.
you've never had onion bhajis. That shit fucks.
I've never had Jewish food or oh yeah, Indian food.
Jewish food tastes like German food, if that makes sense.
Well, I fucking hate Germans, so this already is a non-starter.
Exactly, but Indian food is so packed with spices, and it's nice.
I'm white.
Okay, then
This-
fine, fine. I don't know what the fuck you people do. Imagine dipping some nice, tasty bread into like a dip that's like nice and spicy.
It's got to be a chip. It,
It's non-bread.
I'm going to the Mexican restaurant down the street just to get the taste out of my mouth. Oh man, fuck. This is oh fuck. I was just thinking about it. Oh fuck. What was I? Oh fuck. It was trying to think. I was thinking of Chris or Tofia Chew or some shit. Something about no fuck. God damn it. Or something to do with Indians or
Indians. Oh yeah, that's Chris, 100%.
oh yeah, the fucking oh yeah, when he went to the Indian restaurant. That's what I was fucking thinking of. He starts doing an Apu impression, and the other people in the video are trying to tell him not to do it, and he's not listening.
Is you know there are people that think Chris could have been fixed with therapy?
I don't. I think the issue there isn't the therapy. I think the issue, early on at least, would be Bob and Barbara because they would be fucking just hindrances every step of the way.
The issue, and also because Chris was just clearly not a good person even early on.
Really? How do you say?
Mainly his response to Ryan Cash being dead.
I mean, he was older then, he I'm thinking more like when Chris is like just like and like that like first news clip. What about this makes him evil? Like what
No, no,
in
wait.
the
I mean, like, during the time when trolls will like go for him.
oh yeah, like he's just so callous about everything. Like
Yeah, he's so callous about everything. He's like, and for my boyfriend-free girl, she has to be white. I don't want a black.
my favorite part of Chris's story is the part where the trolls weren't even there yet and he was out doing the fucking love quest just at his college. Just the most beautiful shit. Like this is all Chris. This is 100% just
Raw,
pure
authentic
unadulterated.
Chris. And
Just
then to his principal of the college, he does a curse ha.
just threatens to beat the shit out of an old woman because she won't let him like harass and solicit women for pussy.
The curse ha is probably the funniest shit ever.
He's just he has no imagination. Like that's the thing that gets me about him. For all of like how he wants a reality where every imaginated world exists and can interact with each other, he himself has no imaginary world to create. It's all like stolen gobbledygook from anything else that he likes and then retrofitted to like him.
What if? Okay, so what do you think Chris's diet is now? Do you think he's gone back to fucking mac and cheese?
I think he's gone back to it somewhat by now. I just remember that like that first sightings of him after prison, he's at like a Walmart and he's got like water, he's got like yogurt, he's got like a yoga mat and some shit. He's got like some microwave food, but it's like rice and broccoli and shit, and like some vegetables.
So he's making a good step, but at the same time, I highly doubt Chris is using that yoga mat for anything productive.
And he's using it to jerk off on.
Oh my god!
It's
Well, you
kind of
know what we really need to see? Imagine if like for 1K donated, Chris just shows off the cum mat,
oh god, I
and
didn't think you would stain it.
the mat is just has like murals of Sonichu dressed as Jesus Christ, and it's all crusty and everything.
It looks like a Day of the Dead shrine, like some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then along the way, you get to see barbecue somewhere on there. And that's the part that's stained the most. There's like little
Oh
horribly
no.
done heart shaped coom stains on there.
You think Chris has ever like saw like that first Psycho movie? Is that what it was called? With the like the famous shower stabbing scene, like black and white.
Yeah, pretty much.
You think Chris saw it?
Scratch that. Okay? So no, do you want to tell me that I realized?
What?
Imagine like a Ready or Not or SWAT 4 level, but at Chris Chan's old house.
Oh man, that'd be crazy. Oh man, it's like it's all cluttered. Like the biggest issue isn't the enemies. It's like fighting through the trash and like not trying to ricochet shit or start a fire.
Yeah, and then you hear random scaring in like the basement.
You just see like a half-eaten like old finger from Bob just lying on the ground somewhere.
Yeah, and then you just see like this 800 pound old woman just like snoring, and there's like cats on her.
Like you think she's 800 pounds, but then all of the cats start like swarming out of like a hole out the side of her stomach to attack you, and she's actually like all shriveled up and shit.
Yeah, exactly. And then just like emerging from like below her bed is like this 300 pound monstrosity
The guy
about Sonichu.
the guy that makes those Fear and Hunger games, he should fucking hire us. We've got some ideas.
Yeah, exactly. For Fear and Hunger, do you know what we really need to do?
What? What do we need to do?
For
What do
like
we
for Fear and Hunger, what we really need to do is we need to like have Low Tier God be a main character. I love how his birth certificate got leaked on his
oh,
birthday,
recently? Oh.
on the same day he got banned from Twitch.
Oh no. Fucking go up to the fear and I'm trying to think. What would his special moves be?
He just tells the guards to go kill themselves now. Shower.
To get the good ending, you have to convince like one of the characters that's underage that you're actually way younger than you are.
Precisely.
Oh
And
my
for a
god.
good ending,
The good
you know what
ending,
you do?
quote unquote. Yes, what do you do?
And for the good ending, what you really had to do is you had to get an acting gig.
Oh man, Fear and Hunger 3, but like it's all like a stage play, like a really just fucked up like creation.
Yeah.
Hot shit. It's like a Goosebumps book. It's like a carnival.
It's like Goosebumps, but with black pedophiles.
Did the guy that make like Megadeth album covers also make like fucking Goosebumps novel covers? Because that one where it's like the skeleton and says peace sells, but who's buying? Like, I swear to God, it looks so similar to like one of them. This is the most random bit of all.
It's beautiful.
Oh man. Oh yeah, this reminds me of something I keep fucking forgetting about. Playthroughs of video games. And I've seen these YouTube channels with like these fun challenges like can you beat Fallout 4 without ever getting hit? Can you beat Dark Souls without ever walking?
But what we really need is like a can you play fuck what was it? Oh yeah. Can you play Stalker Shadow Chernobyl without missing a single shot?
Maybe.
Can you play High on Life without ever muting the goddamn game?
Many people have died trying to do that challenge. You really shouldn't be fucking making light of that right now. I
It's
hope
like
you know
it's like Blue Whale, but actually scary.
that. It's like an hour. It's like 3 hours in on a live stream. You just see the guy's ears just start bleeding. He's still playing.
And then it turns into like a creepy pasta.
After the 30th Justin Roiland rant, you just start dying.
After the 20th, you just see him put a rifle to his forehead.
Oh no. Well, I've been thinking of some fun challenge playthroughs to have other people do because I don't feel like fucking recording them. Uh, the Sonichu build for Dark Souls.
Beautiful.
I,
In 1 sec.
okay. Okay,
But
good. I
now
resetted.
for now for the challenges that seem to be fun. Okay, let's see. Play Resident Evil 4 without subconsciously thinking of telling Ashley to go kill herself.
I never had a problem with Ashley. I just,
It's the
I was just
voice
thinking, like,
that's the issue. It's just the voice.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
she's less annoying if you know what you're doing.
but at the same time, it's just so weird. It's just such a weird design choice to have a companion mission.
The whole game is a companion mission, basically.
I just wish she could like fight.
Yeah, just give her like a gun.
Yeah,
She
she'll
just fires
probably
it
shoot
once and
herself. She fires it once, drops the gun, and starts getting and gets kidnapped again.
she just snaps her fucking wrist trying to fire it because she doesn't know how to hold it right.
Yeah, she shoots like an actual
Oh my god, like she becomes even more helpless because she broke her fucking arm.
Yeah, not only does she just break her own goddamn arm, and then out of nowhere she begins having random tinnitus.
What the fuck is that?
How do you not know what tinnitus is?
Oh, tinnitus. Oh, I didn't. I thought you said sinitis, and I was so confused. Sinitis. It's what your fucking youth pastor warns you about.
Real. Don't mind my dog. This asshole's just coughing. God damn.
We've got our own fucking Mamachu now. We're making it up in the game.
Hell yeah, we have Mama Chew.
Oh man, the more I see about Tofia Chu being homeless in that car and just bitching on TikTok, the more I'm so baffled by all of it. Like how in the fuck how can it be this bad and you still won't get a goddamn job?
Scratch that. You know
Jesus.
my favorite part about this whole saga and ordeal?
What?
My favorite thing about this is the fact that she's arguing with arguably a worse person than her.
She, who, her mother, or that one white woman?
The the one into diapers.
Oh, Nova Online, her old nemesis.
Her old nemesis Nova.
Oh wow, oh wow, this Indian food is really spicy. Oh wow, guys, I don't know if I can handle this.
Oh wow. Oh wow. This Wendy's chili is really good. Oh wow.
The
Thank
spiciness
you.
of the diaper, the smokiness of the miners in my Discord.
The burning sensation I feel from my urethra as it hits the crinkling of the diaper. Um it's and for example, and then in my iPhone, it's just naked. It's like there's no phone cover. It's risky and sensual. It's like a 14-year-old.
Oh god. You're making Nova sound way more suave than he actually is. You need to you need to be way more fucking spurgy when you try to do his voice. You need to
Okay
make him
then.
sound
Okay then. So call me Carson.
basically.
Oh, oh God. When do you turn 18? No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I want to be a surprise.
Oh my god. Call Me Carson shit is nothing compared to Nova. Of him, like, he's wearing a diaper, he's singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to like a 14-year-old girl on his Discord. Like, it's so fucking bizarre.
And then out of nowhere he says, "Oopsie, time to go potty," and then begins loudly shitting himself.
The first time I'm hearing about Nova, I'm like, okay, these are two middle schoolers. They're embarrassing as fuck. He shouldn't be on the internet. These maybe people should just leave him alone and let him figure it the fuck out. Then I hear he's 18. What? No, no.
What?
He looks like every retarded fat eighth grader I've ever fucking seen that just drank Monster Energy and punched holes in the wall. The fuck do you mean? He's eight.
Nova Online looks like a non-binary person from the Midwest.
No. Do you remember how I told you I had a stepbrother before?
Yeah.
Okay, he had like a cousin, and he was a lot bigger than him, like not just like height wise, but just like just size wise, like really fat face. He had a lot of acne, but he has a little bit of facial hair. Nova reminds me of him, but if this cousin dude was just completely fucking emasculated in every sense of the word. Nova's like some dipshit from 2007, but if they never like hit puberty correctly and they had like a hormone deficiency.
Yeah, and then you see Nova, and they just look very non-binary, if that makes sense.
Yes, they look so fucking androgynous. You can't tell if they're a boy or girl because their body is just so rounded out and poorly shaped. And the voice
Do you think them and Sophia just they get it on Discord?
Oh no. No. Because Nova isn't Asian enough for Tofia, and Tofia's too old for Nova.
I know, but it'll probably just be reborn as like an Indonesian, and Tofia doesn't like that too much.
The thing with Nova that just drives me so fucking wild, it's not the creepy shit, although it does. That part though. Yeah, but it's not the food reviews. It's not the terrible music taste. It's not him just being a fucking socially awkward outcast. It's when he's at the gym. Because like my dad forced me to do a sport for a year till I fucked up my knee, and just seeing him in those gym videos, not knowing how to fucking do anything, not pushing himself at all, like not needing a spotter for lifting weights because he doesn't ever like fucking use any weights, just mindlessly going from machine to machine to make a TikTok and then just probably leaving right after, getting fatter, even though the whole time he's been going to the gym since he started the fucking series of just going to the gym in the first place. It's just, what the fuck? I just can't. How the fuck does this even. I just can't with him on that. This was just infuriating shit ever.
That's real. But you know what else I just realized about Nova?
What?
Nova just the peak about Nova is like you would find them on like they would be like a fan of like something really shitty, like Doki Doki Literature Club or
Yeah,
Mori.
yeah. He fits the type. He's a
They
fan of like
look like
TX2 and like TX2 is like some kind of fucking dickhead. He's a fan of like doing like kava, like not drinking beer, but just weird, vague drugs at like a fake bar. He has like European flags in his room. No, not the obvious joke about Nazis, but like the Luxembourg flag, like the Belgium flag. I fucking remember the interview like Smokey and Kiwi had with Nova. And at some point they did try to ask him it, but they never got an answer because they got distracted with like making Nazi jokes. And like that's the one thing I want to fucking get out of him. Why is he obsessed with those countries? Like he's just why does he love the Danish so much and their girl bands? Like what the fuck is going on here?
the world is
He,
hell.
he's like one of those like save Europa kids on like fucking Instagram, but instead of being racist, he's just like a fake gay dude. Because I'm not gay, guys. I'm Neptunic. I'm not gay. I only like women genders, and I wear a fucking pride flag around my fat, non-existent neck.
God help us all.
My question to Nova would be: so would you fuck a trans woman? Would you like what does that even mean? Because I would just still just call him straight anyway, just to make it keep it simple.
My big issue with Nova Online, besides the pedophilia, the DDLG, the grooming, and the arguing with Tofiuchu in the obesity, is the fact that white.
Oh, really? That's the part that's the worst part, huh?
Yes. Have you seen Nova?
Oh, he's so fucking pasty. I mean, I don't think either of us have room to talk, but still.
Nova Online just looks like a genetic deformity.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to think of. Okay, there was something else he did. It's when he bought like there's like this YouTuber or something called like Uncle Roger or like some Asian dude, and he put out some kind of product I think where it's like it's nephew sauce, it's uncle sauce, and it's auntie sauce, and it's like mild to hottest. And Nova said something like, "Damn, Uncle Roger, that's spicy." And Nova's like, "Okay, guys, don't make those jokes about me drinking my uncle's sauce. Don't make those jokes." And it's like, Nova, dude, you're the one that just you caused it. You fucking dumbass. Like, did you? I don't get him. It's like he wants the attention, he wants the engagement. He knows he's gonna get from being a dickhead on the internet. But then when people, actually talk about him being a dickhead, he gets so fucking butthurt about it. It's just the most wild shit to me.
You want to know something else I truly adore about the modern day lolcow?
Yes, gladly.
I'm really happy that we circled around to having circus freaks back in the show.
Me
You,
too. I'm so happy.
like in between having circus freaks then and now is like you had these retards going, "Nuh-uh, circus freaks are like they're treated poorly. How what about human rights?" But the entire you're like you don't actually give a shit. You don't 100% see some retard degrade themselves.
I don't I think freak shows are somewhat different in a sense because at least like they're getting paid. At least like they're getting some housing.
I
At least they
mean,
have like a job.
are you implying Twitch streaming is not one?
No, implying lol cows don't have a job.
The
Hmm.
best thing to ever do is to start like what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the best part about Nova Online, his name is fucking Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel Gage. And even though his name is doxed, he'll get so mad if you dare call him Gabriel.
Yeah, how dare you call this retard Gabriel?
One of my favorite things is that Smokey and Kiwi and other people now, like, they don't even refer to Nova as Nova anymore. They refer to him as Chomova.
Chomova.
As in Chomo, as in my new favorite slur for child molester.
It's a really
Fine,
creative slur.
fine, large Gabriel. We won't call you large Gabriel. We'll call you Chomova, you motherfucker.
It's like calling someone a Shlomo.
What the fuck is that?
It's a new insult for Jewish people, except it's an actual name for Jewish people.
Oh my god.
Like there's an Israeli settler that's called Vila Shlomo, but if you didn't know how Hebrew works, it just reads as Vile Shlomo.
Hey everybody, Nova Online here, and today I'm in Israel.
Hi everyone. This is Noah Online, and I'm in Israel. And currently, I'm here to talk to my Jewish kitten right now, who is currently feeling so overstimulated from all the bombs from Hamas. So I'm here to comfort my Discord kitten for a very good purpose. Now, how old is she now? She's a little bit different. She's 16 instead of 13.
That's slightly better. Just
And as we all
it's not
know,
good
the
enough.
age of consent in Israel is actually
It's gonna be crazy low, isn't it? I've never bothered to even
16.
think about that. Oh, it's 16. Okay.
I actually got that. I actually just guessed the bare minimum age. My God.
Wait, did you get it right? Were you just like just now Googling it?
Yeah, I was just now Googling it.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for one of us to get arrested and the fucking like search results are being looked through by the cops. Just so who's this Rusty guy and why were these tweets deleted? Why are you looking up the age of consent in Israel? What are you planning, son?
Don't mind me.
We're gonna go do a food review with some underage Jewish cats up in fucking Israel with Nova.
I forget he just like erotically role plays with kids.
That's all he fucking wants to do. Like that's honest to God, I'm more surprised that Nova's mom hasn't fucking said anything about that. Like there's been arguments between them over like Nova, stop ordering all this fucking chicken, you fat fuck. Mom, I'm trying to do a fucking food review. Shut the fuck up. Can you leave me alone? Like he's mentally in middle school.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Nova. Oh yeah, he has a lisp.
Yeah, he has a lisp. Oh, wait, did you not catch me like trying to imitate it? Oh, wait.
I want to hear Nova's voice in better detail so I could try doing an impression.
Oh God. Let me try pulling. Let me try playing just a clip on my phone. Maybe that'll be enough. Shut up, hinge matches. Let me see if I can find a clip of just Nova talking. The bad guy in Hallmark movies. God damn it. Shut up, YouTube Shorts. Okay. The first results for Nova Online are just the fucking just videos about him being a creep.
We're just waiting for the bus to go to Cusick. So we're trying Ultra Sunrise Vodka Energy in the morning before we go. 7:46 a.m. First impressions. Smells like orange juice. Alright, cheers.
Beautiful.
He was banned from that church, by the way. That's where he was recording that before like a fucking bus trip.
What the fuck was he recording exactly?
He was recording a review of an orange Monster Energy can. His food reviews are never anything like classy or like a unique restaurant staple. No. It's just drinks at like a gas station or just new food items at like a fast food restaurant. It's literally always just that.
You expected something ideal from Nova.
I'm not expecting something ideal from him. I'm just expecting like for him to grow out of it and just become normal at some point.
I'll have you know,
Like
Nova Online is normal pilled.
like him getting banned from his church and more recently him getting like banned from his gym and the karaoke bar that he would just do karaoke at a lot of fucking time because the people were telling the owners there that he's like a pedophile. Like maybe that should kick something in of just stop. But no, it doesn't.
He just doubles down. He's a soldier.
He's a real trooper.
Those
He's gonna
kids were
keep.
asking for it, bub.
Oh god. Cody did not ask for this shit. Leave him alone, Nova. Leave Cody alone.
You're getting in the diaper, bub.
Oh god.
I'm so sorry. I actually feel bad for that one.
These
Yeah.
diapers are getting it, Bob.
These diapers
Nova
are getting
says
bub.
as he shits himself.
Yeah, these diapers are getting it, bub. And then you hear just like the squelchiest sound imaginable.
Oh god. Oh yeah, but before we, keep going with this, I forgot. I wanted to the Dark Souls 3 Sonichu playthrough. You got to get the thorned armor for like doing damage while rolling like Sonic. You got to learn some miracles to throw lightning shit like Sonichu. And you got to find a pair of like double swords cuz Chris once used like Kratos' swords in the comics. Like that's how you do the Sonichu playthrough in Dark Souls 3. But let's get back to Nova. Let's get back to America's favorite game show, Kick the Autistic.
So I have a question. Would you rather
Yes.
be low tier god or would you rather be Wings of Redemption?
Low tier god.
I'd rather be Wings at this point.
Why?
I mean, Wings isn't living in Section 8.
Oh, come on. It can't be that bad.
Dude, one of his trolls did a apartment tour of his complex.
Oh, God.
I've seen it. Let me tell you something. That shit is Section 8.
He's a struggling black man in the ghetto. You really gonna put him down for that? Wow.
He spent 60,000 on a Dodge Charger.
On a what?
A Dodge Charger.
Oh, a car. I thought you meant like a phone charger.
Oh God, no.
Oh, that'd be some funny shit. It's like chrome plated. The whole thing's made out of gold. It's just shooting out electricity.
You know, in the car is a carriage for his covenant.
His covenant of just underage hoes wearing like Tekken cosplays.
They all have cloaks, and he has the golden cloak, and he's chasing you down, and his covenant just pins you down, and they start stripping you of your clothing. And then low tier God's BBC Junior is about to slowly protrude right inside.
Oh God, Oh my God, let me guess. He's gonna pull out like both of his hoes are gonna pull out like a pillow, and on top of the pillow is like a bottle of salt and pepper.
No, no, but the scenario I said was an actual story he came up with on
Oh
live.
my God.
The
You know what?
man,
Maybe
his improv is amazing.
Low Tier God should write a book. Like legitimately, he could be a better author than Patrick fucking Tomlinson. He could be. I believe in him.
This man could be one of the best comedy writers known to man.
Oh, could you imagine him on like oh fuck. Gotta plug this in.
As don't mind my co-host, Mach is currently in hell. So what's the deal about funeral food? You ever notice that like Utah just has like these weird fucking funeral potatoes?
Okay, I don't know how much was missed because my computer just turned off because I didn't plug it in time.
Oh no. Anyways,
What the fuck did I miss? I didn't hear anything. The screen went fucking.
so
God damn it!
anyways, you never notice how Utah has funeral potatoes?
No, I've never heard about this. What the fuck?
Okay, so common in Mormon culture, they make funeral potatoes for like, funerals.
Yeah,
It's basically just hash browns with a shit ton of cheese on it,
well, that sounds nice.
with like cream sauce and crushed potato chips as to give it a crunch. And it's
Hmm.
baked. And let me tell you something. I've had these. I actually kind of made these before. And-
Isn't
and
this
you- and
just like? Isn't this like poutine?
it's not poutine because, for starters, this isn't made by annoying Quebecois.
No, it said it's made by fucking Mormons.
Yeah, the Mormons are better people than the Quebecois.
They're like Scientologists but gay.
The main issue is that Mormons have actually shot at the FBI before.
Okay, now that's much better. That right there is an improvement. That's a point for them.
And also, like, Scientologists have had like lame celebrities like Tom Cruise, but Scientologists have Ryan Gosling. I mean, fucking Mormons. I'm fucking retarded.
Is Ryan Gosling better than Tom Cruise?
In all honesty, yes.
Hmm. I don't know. This is kind of a biased choice because he's literally me.
Well, I'll have you know to go fuck yourself. It is literally me.
Some guy is like having gay sex with Ryan Gosling. His wife walks in. Honey, it's not what you think. I was just playing with myself. He like raises his eyebrow.
If you ever visit here, I'm gonna make you some fucking funeral potatoes.
Okay. This sounds like a threat.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna give you funeral potatoes in like fucking ginger ale, and I'm gonna stare at you the whole time.
Ginger ale doesn't sound so bad. I'm more thinking, okay, you're gonna kill me, and then you're gonna make funeral potatoes.
I'll give you a ginger ale, and for dessert, you get something better.
Oh no. Oh no. I once drank like a 6-month-old bottle of ginger ale out of a car. I was thirsty.
Me personally, I remember. Okay, so like the only time I've ever had anything expired was like these fucking candy things that were in the back of my pantry for like 4 years.
What kind of candies were they?
Really shitty cake decoration ones.
Ooh, I don't think those would age well.
Yeah, no, and they were like 5 years past the date,
Jesus.
and I was blasting out of both ends. I felt like out of nowhere, the my ass would just propel me up in the air, have me doing somersaults.
Like fucking like one of those like that scene in like Nightmare on Elm Street, but it's not an invisible Freddy. It's literally just diarrhea.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just doing a cartwheel while shit is just being sprayed everywhere. It's like one of those spray options on a garden hose where it's just like a shotgun blast of it.
Oh God. Oh man. Gardening, another great subject that I know
Exactly.
nothing about. Why don't they just grow more food?
Well, here's one issue that's kind of gay.
What? It's not gay to, well, what's wrong? Is it because it's phallic shaped usually? Like carrots, bananas, eggplants, cucumbers, um, corn. Like they're all just phallic shaped for some reason.
No, you fucking kraut. I think gardening is gay because, you're knee deep in dirt. You're just
Well,
like you're just like
you're
feeling
the
the cold of the soil and everything, and you're praying to God that the temperature doesn't shit itself so you could grow your like carrots or something.
well, if you're the one, drilling deep into the brown, uh, I mean, I think that's less gay because you're the
It's not
if you're a gardener, you're a top. It's confirmed.
exactly, bub.
This garden's getting it. It's
Do
getting
you,
it from my hoe.
let's get it from my hoe, bub.
It's getting
Just plant.
penetrated 3 times.
Do you think and hold on okay, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
Who would you trust at a cookout? I'll pick four people: Nova Online, Low Tier God, Daniel Larson, or Chris Chan to bring the best food to a cookout.
Low tier god. The only way I would trust Nova is if he's not cooking, he's just buying the food. Because he can't cook for shit. But can he find good food? Well, he'll find the most unhealthy one and give it a 10 out of 10, but it'll probably at least taste good. Daniel and Chris is just, I guess I would trust Chris more with cooking. If like you just ask him to make like an easy cup of mac and cheese, like I think he could make that. Daniel, I don't fucking know. Like he would just always steal food or have it be cooked for him. Yes.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Okay, so there's like
What?
one thing that's like beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, so gun to the back of your head.
Yes.
Here's the one last lolcow question. Gun to the back of your head, which one would you trust to date your 16-year-old daughter?
Oh God.
Low tier God.
Are they the
Yeah,
same age they are now in the question, or are they their own age
same.
now?
They're the same age as they are now.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so low tier god, Cyrax. Trying to think of two more. I just like using low tier god because he's like a jack of all trades. He's a pedophile. He's a deadbeat. He's everything. For the other two, Pamper Chew,
Okay.
and then Onision.
It's gonna have to be low tier god.
You know he got a woman pregnant and ditched her in the child, right?
I could handle that. If he's not if he leaves the picture within like 2 days, even better. All these other options I am not dealing with. Because Cyrax is a jobless just retard that cannot be helped for the life of him. Pamperchew, I would go to prison over. And
Well, Pamper
Onision,
Chew has cancer, so
oh good.
yeah, all
Good.
those diapers being microwaved really did a number.
It's just microwaving diapers with copper, meth, heroin, like fucking the stab wounds and like Chuck E. Cheese dolls to symbolically represent wanting to fuck the wounds on children. Yeah, no, Pamperchew needs to be hung by a fucking tree. Like Jesus Christ, he's just evil.
But what we need is Cyrax and your daughter together.
Oh fuck no.
Imagine Cyrax has gets your daughter pregnant. What you doing?
Let me make this very clear. Although I do not care for abortion, I also will not be respecting women's rights regardless in this instance. That baby is going to die.
You're a fucking You're a fucking puncher.
I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that thing fucking shrivels up and just bleeds out. That I am not letting that fucker have any spawn. Oh hell no. That would be I guarantee you, fourth rapist in the bloodline would be Cyrax's kid. His grandpa was one. His dad was a rapist. Cyrax sucked off a blind kid forcibly and all the other weird shit. It's genetic for him. It's literally just genetically a creep.
It's like Mexican men and cheating. It's just in your blood. The Mexican goal is to have 3 kids by 25, and they're
That's
all
not.
in different families.
I mean, if you're doing really well, okay, well that's different. I can't relate.
So real, none of us are relating. I failed my grandparents.
I think we all failed our grandparents. Like, I just look back at my own childhood, like all of like the older fuck the fucking chips and dip and the root beer was not a good thing to have before this. But I just look back like all my older relatives and shit, and like there's like almost no family left at this point because of just natural causes. And it's like, I don't want to get specific, but I have two like biological sisters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm imagining when my father is on his deathbed years from now, all he's going to be thinking is, why? Why couldn't I have one normal white fucking grandkid? Why? Because it's going to be like one of my sisters is probably going to end up with some black dude, well-to-do or not, doesn't really matter in that kind of way. One of them is bisexual, so if they wouldn't, no one in my family would be particularly approving of that. And me, these lovely African women, they love me more than the white women. The Asian women love me more. Some of the men on these dating apps that I set it to women and they ignore that entirely and put themselves as women will reach out to me. So, so basically, like, yeah, I know there's not going to be any like just normal white grandkids coming from this bloodline. It's basically over.
Don't
it's
worry,
dead.
the bisexual will pull through.
I am the last of my kind.
And to make things better, something else beautiful will happen in your family.
What?
They will understand that you are the creator of the Mach&Velli podcast.
Oh God.
Isn't that a great thing to be proud of?
No. No. No one in my family or my personal life is ever going to know about this podcast.
They get to finally hear you say, "Grandpa's getting it, bub."
No, my only saving grace is that none of them have the fucking patience to listen through something like this for more than like 10 minutes. My dad, especially, not even for like a solid minute. He will not be able to listen to it. That is the saving grace.
The saving grace is the unfortunate grace is the fact that it's the fact that podcasts of me being racist and very offensive is just very normal for my family to listen to, so they could listen to this like all willy nilly.
Oh man, I was trying to. Fuck. My screen went fucking dark. Fuck. Wait. Oh, okay. I think though it's just like the screen for me just not interacting with it at all. Fuck it. I almost had a heart attack. Like, goddamn it, the charger wasn't working.
Well, what we truly need is to have an ending theme for our podcast. What we need is like blood on the dance floor.
Oh God. No.
Oh
Trying to
yes,
think
you
would
know
be.
Davi Vanity.
Yeah, you told me about him. That there was basically the entirety of like episode 3. I should have put his name in the title. That's what I should have done.
I found his other music after he let blood on the dance floor.
Oh God, he made more.
Yeah, he has like 2 to 3 separate projects.
Like separate bands or like
Yeah,
albums, you mean?
yeah.
Okay, okay. Tell me one
Um,
of the songs and I'll do the lyrics this time.
okay, I'll find you. Hold on. I'll find it. Hold on.
We are a very musically inclined podcast for some reason.
I know, right?
The more I listen to these, the more I'm like, we sing a lot. We rap a lot for some reason.
I'm trying to find a song.
We
Hold
don't
on.
we only rap like the rapiest songs for some fucking reason.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Nightmares.
Mm-hmm. Say nightmares?
Yeah, yeah. Basically,
So nightmares, Davi Vanity. Lyrics. The most is it called Total Nightmare?
no. It's called the most vivid nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Well, nightmare is not nightmare.
This artist's bio is unreviewed. Does he have a song by the same name and I'm just not seeing it?
Well, yeah, it should be called Phantasmagoria by the most vivid nightmares.
Phantasma. Okay, try that. Uh, 9-inch nails in the Super Smash, tearing up the game in a. There's a lot of question marks in this. What the fuck? Fucking like a porn star, like a rock star. Nah, I'm an elite better motherfucking. I don't wanna catch me outside, talk shit, and you get hit. I don't fuck around. If you wanna find out, King of Halloween, if you question what the fuck. Me, I'm be on the sky. Welcome to the nightmare. Coolest moon, nothing compares. And I'm serving up the phantasmagoria. Be on the sky. Welcome to the nightmare. Coolest moon, nothing compares. And I'm serving up the phantasmagoria. I put the gore too. Gorgeous, wearing lipstick, looking dangerous. And I'll murder it out. Blood is the new black, often imitated, never replicated. Even if they copy just a downgraded version. Chop suey, slamming at the disco, a fucking movie, beyond the sky, welcome to the nightmare, coolest moon, blah blah blah. Okay, so it's the same thing repeated. Not as good as the R. Kelly song, I gotta admit. Is this motherfucker seriously saying he's better than System of a Down? Velli?
Yay.
Are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, for some reason, like 2 of you popped up below. I like the stage section.
Don't worry. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
Navi Vanity's a pedophile and makes terrible music.
Worse than that.
He thinks he's better than System of a Down.
To be fair, it's not hard to be better than System of a Down nowadays. I think the worst part about Davi Vanny is that he's Puerto Rican.
Oh, God. Better not tell Nova that or he'll throw a fucking fit. We know how he feels about them others.
Nova's racist?
Oh, no, but he will get so fucking mad if you say it because he was trying to date a 15-year-old that was trolling him. And the 15-year-old was pretending to be his media manager and posting racist shit on his Instagram. I think I told you about this, where he was posting some shit like, we will not be bullied by Smokey and Kiwi anymore. We're in the right, the alt-right. They will not mess with us. It's just it's the funniest goddamn mental image of like this out of shape androgynous genetic failure supporting Nazism. It's the funniest fucking thing. Just a mental image.
Nova would do more damage to the alt-right than Nick Fuentes ever could.
Just imagine a fucking like Aryan soldier warlord that is like a dwarf with Down syndrome. Like basically that's it.
It's
That's
like
the
a
whole
Klansman in a wheelchair and they're a midget.
Do they make the like the white robes like extra small for him, or do they just like it's
They
just like
just
really long?
they just specially cater to him.
I'm just imagining it just like fucking catches on everything when they're trying to roll like the wheelchair. It just keeps getting stuck on shit. It looks terrible. It's just really awkward and embarrassing.
Yeah, and they just feel bad for him, kind of.
Being a part of the KKK has got to be some wild shit. What do you think they get up to when like they're not like being racist?
Do you think they do like fucking bingo night?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like I remember that one movie, like like Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, or like they escape from Guantanamo Bay, and at some point they put on some white robes and they're like partying and getting shit faced with the Klan, and they're just like, damn, these guys know how to party. And now I'm thinking like, well, I mean, it's a bunch of like drunken rednecks. Like what else do they fucking do in their free time? Like that's kind of their whole thing. Just sit around a fire and drink. Like that's just like a white people thing.
Do you think that so real talk? Do you think that like Klansmen would end up outsourcing their marriages to like Filipinas.
Never ask a man his salary. Never ask a woman her age. And never ask an internet supremacist what the race of his girlfriend is.
If the race of their girlfriend is Argentinian,
The
then they've
hor- the
begun the bleaching.
the funniest thing about that to me is just there is some bizarre truth to it that white women will tolerate so much dumb shit, but not racism from a white dude. Like, but what will the races of all the other women of the world tolerate? Oh, they'll tolerate the racism. They can get behind that. They can get behind edgy, triple digit IQ, mid 20s white guy on the internet. They'll get behind that shit in a fucking heartbeat.
God damn it.
Basically, that's what this last election was. It was all of America's white women versus everybody else. That was the whole race.
Black women too.
Oh no, not my queens, man. You can't take that away from me.
The Chinese voted for Trump because they don't want an Indian in office.
So true. So true.
And Mexicans voted for Trump because they didn't want a black woman in office either.
I think like liberals or leftists or whatever the fuck, they keep forgetting this. Everyone in America smokes weed. Like this is like an undeniable truth. Like almost every single person you come across is getting baked for some reason. Like every single hoe I see on these dating apps is getting is just getting baked as fuck.
They're toking.
Yeah, and then they don't really like it when you bring up to them, Kamala Harris, like even though she herself smoked weed, it just really went harder and fucked over other people that smoked weed when she became a prosecutor. Like just absolute most hypocritical shit. I think
It's
that
fun.
right there is like the like more not talked about enough and how that fucked over her election.
I feel like peak performance was a bunch of anti-cop liberals voting for a prosecutor.
It's the most like just cognitively dissonant shit ever because you think back to 2020, you think back to like Antifa at its like absolute most danger level peak, you think back to like millions and millions of dollars in damages all because one black man overdosed and the jury blamed the cop because they didn't want to get lynched by the public themselves. And it's like, and who do they want to be president? A fucking prosecutor that went hard as fuck after black dudes for weed. Like it's the most perfect, just ironic shit ever.
And to make things better, it's a prosecutor that's basically just Indian and Irish. Her ancestry is a literal mess. She
If
is
one of her
black and
ancestors, if one of her ancestors was like a slave owner that raped a slave, like that's one thing. The issue here is more of just on like a cosmic scale. That is some funny shit. Like her great grandpappy fucked over some black people, and now she's in California fucking over black people, and then she tries to become president to fuck over even more black people. It's like the it's like history is come to rest or to noost, whatever the birds do.
they're on a Sigma male grind set that you just don't understand.
Fucking Sigma males. Like, where did that even come from? Where did this all start?
The smegma male grind set.
Yes. When did we all start realizing we needed to smash our bone jaws to get pussy?
When was it time to start when was it really time to start mewing? When was it time to start doing Russian Drit funk into montages of like Serbian war criminals?
All of this is just further convincing me that despite like it, white women and white men legitimately have almost nothing in common anymore. It's the most bizarre shit because I don't think I can say that about like any other group really. It's just us that for some reason that's like this. Like all of like so many of the men are like, yeah, no, I think abortion's retarded. I gotta go work out and get fucking ripped and make like six figures if I ever want any hope of being able to talk to a woman. I I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna start like fucking uh like poisoning my best friend with like HRT and try to turn him in like a femboy so I can fuck him and not be gay because that's totally makes it not gay bros. I'm gonna fucking drink Monster Energy, fucking do Tren, try to avoid Norwood, go to fucking Turkey, get a fucking hair transplant, commit hate. Fuck the screen. Goddamn, the screen went dark again. You know what I mean. And then white women are like, where I'm gonna go smoke some weed, have some tons of like casual sex, live a happy, rich, fulfilling life, just doing whatever the fuck I want to. And like, what the fuck happened here? It's such a gap.
The family dog arrived. That's why.
God damn it, I was hoping to go at least one episode.
A white woman and a large German Shepherd. It's like peanut butter and jelly.
God damn it, no, no, but no, seriously, just the I just what caused this gap between them? I just what the fuck happened? This can't just be like the internet or some shit. Like that can't be just it.
What do you mean that can't? That just can't be it.
Like I can accept like the internet changed people and their fucking brains fried because they couldn't stop just look away from the screen long enough to just be a be a human and develop normally. But for this many people to develop this much of like parallel non-interacting cultures despite literally living next to each other their entire existences like I don't get it.
You don't get the grind set.
No, I don't. I come home from work, I sit down, I probably take a nap, do some dumb shit, and then I go to bed. I'm not doing any of this other stuff. I'm tired.
So real.
If I got to do all of this shit just to even get laid without like ever having the hope of like just having like a to be with someone I can genuinely respect and want to be with, then like this is not worth it. This is not worth it at all. Like things have just got to change before that's even an option. And I don't even mean financially. I just mean like culturally on like a human level. Like things have got to move.
Things have got to get somewhere else.
Like I just call it bullshit that my dad could be my age and get tons of pussy and do all this dumb shit and he's fine. But then I come of age and the economy and the whole world's crashing. And despite me making infinitely better decisions in my own youth, I get almost nothing in return out of it, except for like a better future years and years down the line because of just actually being able to like prepare for retirement and shit and not losing tons of money in divorces.
We're talking about that's the best part.
No, I mean like I'm still not getting the maximum benefits that he got when he was like my age, but he wasted them more because he dicked around. But then when so many people my own age are finally like moving out, trying to become adults, trying to be human. Oh no. Oh no, sorry, Goy. Israel needs more blood for the blood throne. Ukraine needs you. Sorry.
Ukraine has fallen.
I heard did Ukraine send an assassin or some shit to Trump because they didn't want to like risk losing funding at all. Is that true, or did I just mishear something?
You probably misheard something. I highly doubt they'd send Reed Hardy Oswald to do the job.
No, that's the CIA. This is Ukraine. They might do things a bit differently over there.
What are they gonna do? Jab Trump with like nerve gas?
I mean, there probably would be a better idea. That probably would work. I mean, if you're gonna kill someone, that would probably work, right? Like just.
The Russians and Americans do assassinations so very differently.
Really? How so?
For example, for Americans, they'll probably do something like, like, oh hey, look, look, this rebel group magically got really competent, or oh hey guys, and oh hey guys, this guy had a tragic accident, and then the Russians are just like pump this asshole with nerve gas on a public airplane.
Okay, well, first off, Americans aren't much like classier about it either, because need I remind you, JFK? Just
I,
shoot him in broad daylight in front of the whole fucking world to send a message. Don't fuck with our plans.
I like to imagine that they were just trying to scare him off, and when retarded Oswald actually managed to hit two of the best shots ever, they just freaked the fuck out.
You think that it was supposed to be like Trump's, like that one rally where like he barely survived he almost got hit in the head. It was supposed to be like that, but he got just insanely lucky or unlucky because he hit him in the head.
I like to imagine that, but the issue is JFK didn't have a divine wind on his side.
He didn't have the spirit of Shinzo Abe literally being a fucking JoJo stand.
But he didn't have RFK dead yet either, so imagine him just like John, get up, Bobby.
Sean, you gotta get up. Uncle, you gotta get up, man. Sean, I need fucking water. Get the fuck up.
Donald-kun, get up, Donald-kun. Shinzo, all this time you have been watching me. I have always been watching you, Donald-kun. I am here. But Shinzo, I never got to say goodbye after all these years. Do not worry, Donald-kun. I will be watching the skies from now on. Now go, Donald-kun. Fight. Tatakai, Donald-kun. Tatakai.
Toyota.
Toyota Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi, Kia.
Just saying random Japanese words that English people know about, and then putting just completely different subtitles on will always be like the funniest bit.
Konnichiwa, Nissan. Sushi takoyaki. Takoyaki.
Yakuza
Udon.
yokai. Sakura. Oh yeah, now I'm being reminded. Another challenge playthrough for YouTubers out there. You can't do this challenge in Fallout 3 or New Vegas because there's no way to cross-dress, because if you put on a piece of clothing as a dude, it'll look just like a sweater vest, but if you wear it as a woman, it'll look like a dress. but you can do it in Fallout 4. And I was very inspired by a classic YouTube video, and I call it the "It's Ma'am" build. Can you guess what it is?
Is it you? Is it the? Are you cross dressing?
Basically, you remember me telling you about this, about the video?
It's ma'am. The GameStop video.
Oh yeah, that. I'm thinking, okay, you got to play as a man, and you gotta just look as manly as possible at the start. But the minute you get out, you're on a mission to take. Like every time you find some drugs, you gotta pop them. Like the minute you gotta find like a fucking like hair salon to make your hair longer, and you dye it some different colors, and then find like some other guy to give you like makeup and face tattoos and shit, and wear like one of those like fancy sequin dresses. And every time anyone says you're him or something, you gotta fucking attack them melee.
As you should.
I call it the pre-ban build. This is not going on YouTube. This is so fucked.
Oh, it is not going on YouTube.
The Sonichu Dark Souls build barely makes the fucking cut.
Yeah, and then out of nowhere, as an entire buzzer beater, I just go Nova Online most rapey rap lines, and last but not least, everyone's favorite DSP estrogen saga.
Oh man. It's amazing that we can say all this and somehow the YouTube checking system like sees no problems. Like apparently YouTube's AI, before I can like publish a video, it's literally it gets the video ready to upload, then it scans through the whole video for like another like 10 minutes to see if there's anything wrong with it, and then it lets you publish it. So apparently we just keep passing with flying fucking colors. Yes.
I'm gonna like throw a rock at you, my man.
Oh no.
I'm gonna throw a brick at you too. I'm gonna like. Okay, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
Okay, so like, what is a female locale you would have sex with?
This is tough. This is really hard.
You know what?
I
I'll
am
pick
not
four
hard
for
at all.
you. I'll pick four for you.
Like 4 I would fuck, or like out of the 4,
Yeah,
these
out
are 4.
of the four.
I'm trying to think what female lol cows there are. Well, I guess there's King Cobra's ex. There's Jessica.
Isabel
There's
Loretta Janke, Christine Wesson Chandler, Tofia Chu, and Amberlyn Reed.
I wouldn't put Chris on there. I feel like he's too like close to the male one at this point. I feel like he's just back at that at this point. Like I don't think he even cares. Because and I also know don't I'm if Isabel's on the list, well, she's probably gonna have to get it because like she's the most in shape and just closest in age and intelligence, in the least fucking hideous. So I guess it's got to be Isabel then.
That's right. And when Isabel does it, she'll blend your cat or some shit.
I don't have any pets.
What kind of gay ass shit is that?
My apartment doesn't allow them.
God damn.
I
I'm
live in
like,
a studio. It's
also on a serious note, I am fucking struggling. Like to stay up.
Oh no.
I know, right? Imagine Velli passing out.
I'm so sad.
It'd be 9/11 for us all.
9/11 NyQuil. I put NyQuil all up in the captain's champagne. He ain't even know it. I took the planes back to the towers. They ain't even know it.
Put Molly on a champagne. She ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that. She ain't even know it.
How the fuck did that go through?
Do you think Chris Chan was singing that to themselves
Oh god.
when they were in that bar bussy?
No, he. Oh my god. If anything, he was probably playing like the fucking Sonic X theme song. That's what he was probably fucking playing.
He was just straight fingering the bar bussy to the Sonic Rush soundtrack.
Oh my god. Jesus. Oh no. Poor Barbara. It's
Don't
so sad.
worry, don't worry, Barb. You'll see Bob soon. Probably not in the same realm, but
Oh, you think Bob's in heaven?
I would like to think so.
I don't know, man. If he, I don't know, because I'm like, can he go to heaven for how he fucked up Chris and like just raising him so badly and
Well,
just
what?
tolerating it?
Well, how about this? I feel like Bob is most likely to go to heaven, anyways.
The heaven tier list. Which of us is the most likely to go to heaven? We have the best tier list.
Yeah, hell yeah, the best tier list, and then along the way we just put we put Cyrax's dad in like heaven tier. They deserve a spot in heaven for giving us Cyrax.
Oh, he is not gay. I think that might make it worse because it's entertaining, but it's like three rapists in a row. How the fuck is that even possible?
Three three rapists in a row. All we need is Chris Chan to pass the torch.
Oh, you think Chris is gonna get fucking Cyrax is gonna pound Chris's unclit to make him pregnant?
Hell yeah, why not?
This-
Do you think he's just like, oh yeah, you're getting it? Yeah.
oh fuck! I'm remembering something on fucking YouTube. One of the channels that covers Cyrax, I think it's called like Death by Design. There's a fucking video that's like a minute long, and like the title is just like a toothbrush emoji and a fucking peach emoji. Apparently, Marty was somehow able to record Chance fucking himself in the ass with a toothbrush. It's just the
I'm
audio of it.
I can't believe Cyrax porn exists.
And it's on YouTube.
It's on X videos.
Oh no. He's not making any money from that either, is he? He's not...
Why in God's name is Cyrax like with a fidget spinners now?
I just don't get him. It's like he's not straight, he's not gay, he's not bisexual. He'll do whatever he can because he's so impulsive for anything pleasurable. He's so Coomer brained.
Cyrax begs for decency. That's the issue.
He's never gonna he's never gonna get decency. He's never gonna have that.
I love how Cyrax was in an infectious joking music video.
I think I'm starting to think those guys let anyone in there. They'll find a way. What's some legendary Cyrax quotes that they would use for a song?
I can't believe Cyrax actually beats with like an actual rapper.
Oh yeah, Chris Brown.
No, Danny Brown.
Oh yeah, Danny Brown. That was my favorite fucking arc. That just like this guy has like done work with like Eminem and shit too. Like that's holy fuck.
Not only that, but Danny Brown was in one of is what was is wasn't for fuck's sake wasn't like what was considered to be one of the best albums of last year.
Oh shit.
Not only that, but like Danny Brown is like already considered a with like tons of respect in like rap in general.
Danny Brown threatening to fucking buy the house that Cyrax lives in is some just absolute funniest shit possible. Like I want more of stuff like that to happen. The fuck. Oh yeah, like they're still renting that house.
Good lord.
The landlady, I don't know if she's just given up on trying to evict them or she's just she's too tired now to fight the trolls from stealing her property and shit. Cuz I remember like months back there was talk about like her wanting to evict them or try to at least evict Cyrax but keep Sally cuz she actually pays the rent.
Well, I'll have you know that Cyrax is not a pedophilic goblin king of Akron, Ohio.
It's pronounced Akron.
Who cares? Same thing.
Acronia sounds like a fantasy place. Akron just sounds like a ghetto.
I'm trying to make it sound better than what it actually is, okay?
You're saying it's less than a ghetto? It's a goblin nest.
But for real, I really want to fucking sleep. I've had enough of Cyrax penis in my life already.
No one deserves it. Anyway, everybody, goodbye. That's
Yeah.
the end.
Goodbye, everyone. That's the end of the Mach&Velli podcast. Well, this episode, anyways. I'm so sorry.